All right, what is going on, guys? Oh man, it's always frustrating when you record and then something wasn't right and my microphone was not on, and I just recorded this recap already. All right, so I'm going to do it again here. It's pretty quick. I only took a couple trades off the open today. Monday was super choppy action. Tuesday was super choppy action. Today, again, very choppy off the open. Not a lot of follow through, not a lot of great continuation. And that is to be expected with FOMC later today. The market's just kind of waiting for that before, probably picking up the volatility, picking up better kind of moves on tomorrow and definitely next week after that NFP is on Friday as well. Anyway, so getting into the trades, I just want to go through this real quick. Had a couple nice trades today. Ended the day up 300. And the first one was on Meta. And I had a list of stocks kind of in my head this morning that I thought looked good to the short side. Meta is just one of those earnings names that, the data shows that when a stock has really bad earnings and it gaps down a lot, I'm pretty sure the data shows that these stocks continue to go lower. It's true that companies that report bad earnings continue to go lower afterwards. The data shows that. But beyond that, just look at this structure. Huge gap down, doji candle, red, rolling over, new low. Had some news yesterday that kind of picked it back up. But, coming into pre-market, look at this 1 hour chart. Is this bullish structure? No. Look at that wick. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Very rolly candles. Man, this thing looks heavy. Big spike yesterday. Sold back down. This thing looks bearish, very bearish. So I was really interested in shorting this one at the open. And I was just, it all depends on what kind of price action you get though, right? Is this just going to drop off the open and I'm going to miss it? Or is it going to give me an opportunity? In this case, I decided that it was giving an opportunity. This was a huge candle off the open, ripping to the upside. And I was like, you know what? Yes, I am going to short in front of this. And you can see where it stopped. I mean, look, you can draw this line, pre-market resistance, sort of. I mean, coincidence? I don't know. I mean, it just, there you go. I like having this 200 moving average on my chart. Typically, sometimes, there's something to it. I don't know. But anyway, so I did get short in front of that. Back in the old days, I would have shorted 500 shares here, maybe 600. I don't know. I would have taken much bigger size, but this did end up working. I shorted in front of the move. I was a little bit nervous. It was coming up, and then that next minute opened up, and I'm telling you, we dropped like a rock. Wham! It got slammed down. Took profit on that whole move, and then I had a trade later on with it. I'm just bearish in this name. I thought it was only 100 shares. I was like, I'm just shorting it, looking for that grind to a new low. Like if we're gonna get it, I just feel like the stock is not done moving lower. All the institutions are recalculating their weighting in this stock, so it's a stock that I was interested to the short side. Airbnb was an earnings name coming into today. This one is still coming down. I mean, this is not surprising to me. You see this bear flag here. Let me see if my trades will show up. Come on. There we go. Again, just looking at this really bearish structure, and of course I'm looking at the market too, which looked like it was looking weak and like it wanted to come down off the open as well. So this one just, again, really kind of bearish structure, negative earnings, kind of coming back up, a lull, a spike, and then nice wick here as it starts to roll over. So once this bear flag forms, I kind of looked over at the stock and it was already kind of breaking down out of the bear flag, and it was instantly just like, I didn't have any of these lines drawn or anything. I just drew these because I was doing the recap before. But anyway, I looked at this and I was like, oh, it's breaking out of a bear flag. Like I'm jumping in, and you can see I jumped in at 102. There was a huge block of buyers, a wall of buyers at 102, and I just shorted right into them with 200 shares. I was completely fearless. I was like, I'm getting short. We're under this blue line. We're breaking out of this bear flag. All systems go. All time frames look good. I already knew this was one I was interested in. I mean, we're down at $98 now. So, back again in the old days, I'm talking about like earlier this year, I would have shorted this thing and held it. But now I'm kind of a little bit more scalpy thanks to G Money's influence. But anyway, Shorted this at 102, and you might think, why short this right into a big wall of buyers, right? Maybe that's not such a good idea. But again, I was completely fearless, and I wasn't really worried about that, and I'll tell you why. Again, you have this bearish structure, all systems go on all time frames. Then you've got this lower time frame bear flag. This is like classic, really, really good. And once you break out of that, the energy, all that pressure from multi-time frame, conviction, just all that energy, right? You can think of it like this. It's like you got this dam, right, with all this water behind it, and the water pressure is too much. The dam, it starts cracking, crack, and then bam, the dam bursts, right? And so that's what this resolution is that wave of sellers that's finally released. And so the imbalance resolves. And so yeah, you've got this wall of buyers at 102. So imagine you've got a wall right in front of where that dam breaks. So the dam breaks and the water comes right into that wall, right into that wall of buyers. But if it's right in front of where the dam breaks, all that water pressure, that wall is going to get obliterated, right? That wall is not going to stand up to all that water that's rushing out all at once, right? So that wall is going to get obliterated. Now, there was also a wall of buyers at 101.10, and I was already in the trade. It was already working. There was also a wall of buyers at 101.10. At that point, I think you're too late, and I wouldn't be shorting it at that point. It's just a matter of how much strength really do the sellers have. But at 101.10, I noticed the sellers were looking kind of exhausted in the price action. So that's another wall. So you can picture in the same analogy, imagine a wall that's further away from the dam, right? That's further away. By the time the water gets to it, right, the water's exhausted, it's flowed out. It's not as powerful as it was right when the dam burst. So anyway, I like making these kind of creative analogies. You guys that have been watching me for a while know I'm always with the analogies in trading. So I think that's a pretty good one. And that's the way I look at this. So again, once that dam burst and all that water started flooding out, I was like, I don't care that there's a wall here. I'm short. Like, I'm short. So anyway, so that trade just instantly started working, short at 102. And I mean, yeah, you can see that the resolution on this is pretty intense. We're down at $98. So anyway, yeah, those were the trades that I took today. Meta short, Airbnb short, good day to go short. But and there were other names I had on that list too, like Amazon. I think was a pretty good one. That one just got crushed yesterday. But anyway, FOMC is later at 2 o'clock. I'm not going to be trading that. I have class, but also I just I'm green on the day, green on FOMC. It's definitely a day to just kind of get green and then just walk away. But yeah, here we go. Continuation on Amazon. I recorded the session today. I don't think I'm going to share it. If there's high demand for that session, I'll think about posting it. But I don't know. But this was another one. I'm like, this, I think you can just be short this ticker all day. I literally said that. I said that about Meta too. I don't know if this one's working. Yeah, so this one's at lows as well. There were multiple trades today that I literally called out like before they happened, and I just decided not to take them, and then they worked. It happens a lot. I don't know. Anyway, so this is 11 straight green days, and I think I'm just gonna take that green and take it over to the next day. I think we're gonna have much better action tomorrow, so I'll be here for trading tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow morning, and hope to see you guys there. I also have an announcement about the Discord coming out very, very soon. So guys, I'm telling you, join the Discord because I'm refining what I'm gonna do with it, but I think I have a plan for what's gonna happen. So anyway, all right, that's it from me. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys live in the morning tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.